Hello, Dolly. Now here are some sexy charts on all the places where CBD binds and why that matters. Let's start with the big ones, and then we'll end with all the organs and conditions this will be important for. For starters, CBD blocks the Fa enzyme, which breaks down anandamide, our first discovered endocannabinoid neurotransmitter. And anandamide goes on to activate the CB1 receptor, the most widespread receptor in our brain. CBD also interacts with the CB2 receptor, which is located in all the organs of our body and is intimately tied up with the immune system. Then on top of that, it activates one of the serotonin receptors, 5-HT1A. And then there's one that's not as sexy and well known, but is quite important because it regulates the TRPV1 vanilloid receptor, which, among other things, transmits pain signals. And now for some other vitally important neurotransmitters. On this chart, you can see on the bottom left interactions with two of the serotonin receptors. On the bottom right, one of the dopamine receptors. In the upper middle, two of the opioid receptors, plus a whole bunch of other ion channels and G-protein coupled receptors that we don't even have time to cover today, though some of them are intimately tied up with how well your brain works and therefore epilepsy and seizures. Now, on to why this matters. In the brain, CBD uses all of those different receptors and ion channels to help with things like pain, psychiatric disorders, seizures, nausea, brain function, and protection from neurodegenerative disease progression. CBD can also modulate the levels of your sex hormones, and on the end, in the liver, it can also change how the drugs get metabolized in your body. Then, in your guts, it's well known to help with metabolic homeostasis, or balance of your metabolism. And lastly, for one of the most well-known functions of CBD and the other cannabinoids, lowering of inflammation via so many different pathways. So when you see me come on here and rattle off about CBD for all of these wide-ranging conditions, here's a little bit of the biochemical backstory of why this seeming panacea makes a lot of sense.